Hey, this is Jay from A Stitch in Time in Bemidji, Minnesota, and we're here for the contest announcement for the winners. We're going to get started in just a little bit, but go ahead and leave a comment saying where you're from. I hope you're all prepared to have a nice July 4th weekend. It is going to be a warm one here in Minnesota. I think we're supposed to hit 94 degrees on Sunday. That should be enough to toast everyone's marshmallows, whether they're over the campfire or in a bag, I know. So where are y'all from? This is going to be a little shorter one today. Just got a few things we want to cover up today. I want to ask you if you check the volume. Am I coming through okay? And I want you to be able to hear it, especially we got the Handi Quilter running, and I want to make sure you're able to hear me from now. So let me know in the comments, are you able to hear this okay? We're going to get started here in just a little bit, give a few more people to log on. Volume is great, very good. Thank you, Carol. I'm excited. This is my first day back in the shop since June 9th, for my first full day back here in the shop. I've been in here almost every evening loading up and getting ready for another day of deliveries, but it feels so good. My wife was laughing at me this morning. She's watching on here. She can say hi if she wants to. But my wife was laughing at me this morning because I got up and it was exciting. I get to go back to my own store today. Oh, after being in my van almost every day, yeah, like I said, for the last 2 weeks, it is good to be back again. So I want to start out by giving a huge shout out and thank you to my staff. They have just been top notch in covering for me. You know, I enjoy getting out into your homes and servicing and installing these machines, and it's been great, but you know as well as I do that the store has to continue on back here. And so Keith and Sean and Lorraine and Trudy, they have just done a fabulous job of keeping the home front going here, and I couldn't do without them. So next time you come in here and you see them, give them a thumbs up and thank them for all they do to keep this place rolling well. So let's kind of want to do that. I'm going to announce the winner of our contest at the end of the show. We're going to go over a few things here first, and then we will announce that at the end. We do have a winner, and there's a little story behind that. It came in close, but we're excited about that. So, like I said, the last 2 weeks I've been doing installing these Handi Quilters, between 10 and 12 foot long frames and tables and machines, pro stitchers on them. And I've been taking my son Wayne with me because I thought this would be an excellent opportunity to train someone else to be able to install them, so that if I get too many like this again, he can take some, I can take some, and I can be spending more time doing the training and the technical side of things while he does more of the mechanical side. He did really well, and we got such a good teamwork going down that from the time we rolled up to the door of a customer's house, usually within 2 hours we were ready to start stitching. And that's to getting 500 pounds of machines and frames unloaded and set up and leveled and all ready to go for the customers, and keeping them happy. We went as far west as Grand Forks. We went as far east as Duluth. We went as far north as Baudette, and as far south as Little Falls, Minnesota. So they're all in Minnesota this time, which is kind of nice. But it was fun being able to work together with my son and get a lot of those things done. Sometimes my wife went along with me too, and that was even better yet. But she's not quite as used to putting them together as my son is. So a couple things I want to note is that we are starting to do some more classes, getting some classes lined up. One thing we do have lined up is July 13th. Let me just put that date on here for you. July 13th is a Luminaire training day. We have a couple of customers who have bought machines during the pandemic that have not had their training yet. And so we're going to be having a day of training here at the store. This is going to be fairly intensive. We're going to get a lot of information packed into that full day. And so if you have not had your training yet, please call us so we can get you registered and we'll get you set up. That way, if you have bought a machine from some other place and you want to come and take classes, please call as well, and we will give you some prices for that. We primarily focus on our own customers, but we also realize that some other dealers are not able to hold their classes yet or choose not to give that training, and so we want to do this as well. This will only be in-house. This will not be online this time, just because I want to focus more here, and we're not going to have quite as much staff to be able to do both online and here. So yeah, keep that in mind, and we're going to be having more classes posted to our website here before too long. The other thing is that we are now starting to get our machines back in stock again. Most of our suppliers are at the most 3 weeks to a month out, like for our brother sewing machines and some of our Genomes. And so now we have a lot of our inventory back where we want it to be. So we are now going to be holding a floor model sale starting on July 12th and running through the 24th. We are going to be selling every one of our floor models for at least 10% off of our normal price. So how does this work? Well, they've been on the floor and we do demonstrations with them, but these have never been sold. So the warranty is exactly the same as if you take it out of the box without a single stitch on it. Some of them will be priced a little bit more than 10% off because they have been on the floor a little longer than others. Other ones will be at 10%, and the first one that's sold will be the only one that's sold at that markdown, because it's a way of us refreshing our floor models so that we can have them ready and ready to go for whoever's coming for the new models and stuff that are coming out usually in August. And so keep that in mind. If you're interested, stop in at the shop. You can also stop in before then and put your name on a machine. We're not going to be selling it, but that way we can get it all cleaned and serviced to make sure everything is tip-top shape for you before you're ready to go. So keep that in mind for that. If you're looking for upgrading your machine or you've been having your eye on one in here, this goes everything from our Handi Quilters, excuse me, our Infinity. Our Mara is less than a year old, but our Handi Quilter Infinity, the Simply 16, the whole way down to the lower priced ones that are sitting on the shelf. Okay, let's take that off of there. All right, so the other thing I want to show you is, I got to brag on my kids. They saw me oohing and awing over some of the new cuddle fabric, and so they said, hey, they got together, we're gonna make Papa a blanket. So they made me my own cuddle blanket with some of the new fabrics that came in. I just got to show it off a little bit. So that's the front side. You can see a little bit of it. There you go. And then this is the new material that is on the back side. This is all made out of that cuddle. It is really, really soft. And now I don't have any problem getting my littlest girls to snuggle up with me in the morning. Doesn't matter if Mama's over there. Papa's got the warm blanket, and so that's okay. I'll take it. Some of these days, each one of them is getting older. And my oldest son turned 20 years old yesterday, and my other children just keep growing up, and so I'm taking every day we can to snuggle with them. All right, who's the winner of the prize? So we started this 2 weeks or almost a month ago, where we were going to give a $50 gift certificate for whoever guessed the closest to the actual mileage we put on. Now, out of 18 installations that I had, I've done 16 so far, but the other 2 are not going to happen for a little while yet. One because the lady couldn't work in her schedule, so that's not going to happen until the middle of July. But the other gal is away fighting forest fires, and until the rains come, she's not going to be able to come back and make time for me to install it. So to make it happen, we're going to do it today. So the actual mileage we put on in the last just under 3 weeks was 4,469 miles. That's how many miles we put on going to deliver these machines. And that was a lot. I did a whole oil change. I got my oil change done at my fellow minister's home. He's at his workshop and mechanic shop, and then I came back 2 weeks later for another oil change. So we were putting the miles on. And what was funny is that last night I went and read all the comments to find out who was closest. And Mickey Chapelaire was so close. She was only 98 miles away from the exact total. And Jackie Frenzel was on the other side, and she was 97 miles away. Oh boy, that is so close. And then this morning, sometimes I tell people don't forget to put it in, because sometimes you never know, you might be that lucky one. this morning, Sue Kildy McLaury, let's put this up here, she guessed, and she was only 63 miles away. So Sue McLaury, I think, am I saying that right? McLaury? I think she's from here in Bemidji. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell from her Facebook profile. That you are the winner of our $50 gift certificate. Thank you all for playing. I thank you all for your guests and your guesses and your attention, and for your support as we've been gone so much. And we'll probably try and do some contests and stuff throughout the year. So just have fun and enjoy being together. So yeah, there's $50 gift certificate waiting for you here, and we hope to see each one of you sometime soon. I know summertime is short. Enjoy it. Don't waste too much time inside, except on days like today. The air conditioning sure feels good. So if you get a chance, stop in and say hi. I hope to be around here a lot more in the next few weeks. But I appreciate your business, and we'll look forward to seeing you again sometime in the near future. Until then, God bless and have a safe weekend.